Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I want to talk about the new Bedwars map that me and my team have been working on for the last couple of weeks. But before we get into that, I want to quickly remind you that if you enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing, because this took us ages to do and we're super proud of it. So we really appreciate it if you subscribe. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to start by showing you the Mangrove Swamp Island. But before we get into that, I just want to say huge shout out for Jacob Rubik for this amazing project. You've helped me out a ton and this would have been impossible without you. So thank you very much for your help. I really appreciate it. Let's start off with the Mangrove Swamp Island. This thing was designed by Jacob Rubik and it looks absolutely insane. Even though we've just spawned some regular mangrove swamp trees, I still think it looks really cool. Moving on, we have the Desert Island. It's just a giant version of the structure you can find in-game. Next up, we have a smaller version of that island, which is the Desert Island 2.0, as I like to call it. This one, compared to the bigger version of it, actually has an underground part of it, so there's actually a chest area. Don't worry, there are no traps. Moving on, we have the Nether Island, which is possibly the worst island ever made. It is awfully designed. Moving on, we have the End Island. This one was designed by Jacob Rubik. It looks really cool. Really like it. This one is, of course, inspired from the End cities, but completely redesigned by Jacob Rubik. Behind that, you can find the End Starting Island, which was designed by me, and as you can tell, I've copied the entirety of that structure. Well, not entirely, it's a portion of that build, and I've basically made some modification to make it look more sophisticated. It has a ton of loot, and also, if you want, you can practice your parkour and also get the reward from it. It's not super OP because you can still place some blocks to get these items. So the best you can get is a golden apple, but still, it's great. There's a lot of chests to found, and some secret chests can be found in this island as well. Moving on, we have the Mushroom Island, and some of you might say, why are there glasses everywhere? These are basically supposed to represent like potion of poison effect. You have two secret chests in it that are relatively hard to find. Moving on, we have the Badlands Starting Island. This thing looks really cool. I really like it. Next up, we have the smaller version of that island, which is the Badlands Island. This one was designed by me. Next up, we have the Ice Spike Island. This thing looks really cool. You can actually find an Easter egg, which is kind of like a zombie frozen in ice. I think it looks pretty cool. Moving on, we have the smallest island ever made. There's only one chest you can get, but it still looks really nice. I really like it. Simple, but effective. Next up, we have the worst starting island ever designed. It's nice, we have some detail here and there, but just not the greatest. Next up, there we have the island which I like to call the Donut Island, because it's shaped like a circle, I really like it. We have this small portion which is like bones going out of the surface, which looks really cool. Really like this. This was an idea from my friend actually. So we have the Crystal Island, which is the island in the middle. This one was designed by my friend, and there's a lot of chests you can find, all having some relatively OP loot. And then you can also find some obsidian cage, which has in each of them a chest which has the most OP loot in it. You can find some enchanted golden apples, tipped arrows, a full netherite set. This concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna see you guys next time.